We put on here things that are of particular significance. We work on all issues, we serve the entire community, but things that are of particular significance to the individual counselors. And in Joe's case, he was our Keizer Chamber liaison, and he did an outstanding job of keeping us abreast of everything that was going on at the Chamber, and likewise, he shared with the Chamber information that they needed from the City Council. In addition to that, there was quite a difficult time with our two fire service providers. That needed a firm and steady hand, and Joe became that firm and steady hand as our council president. He organized the Keizer Fire meetings, and he made sure that we had members present from both fire districts and also from the City Council. And in addition to that, you may not know that Joe was very instrumental in bringing the Festival of Lights parade to the city of Keizer. They first approached Joe about bringing it to Keizer, and then Kathy certainly stepped up and helped make that a reality. But the true, the initiator of the Festival of Lights parade in Keizer, Oregon was Joe Egli. So please join me, and he's going to have an opportunity to speak with you, but please join me in thanking him for his service.
Thank you. And the fire meetings, it was really, I just asked Tracy and she did everything. So.
Like we all do.
Just a couple of quick notes. One page, long page. When I first signed up for this, I filled a seat that was vacated by Richard Walsh. And I was the only new guy that year. It was everybody had plenty of experience. And that was tough, coming into a group of very experienced people, me being this young green kid. They didn't take it easy on me neither, by the way. My first vote out of the gate was 6-1. I was 1 negative. I remember I was on the fence. Actually, we were voting about a fence. And it was $4,000. I thought, this is dumb. Let's get a couple of guys in a pickup truck and we can do it for $50. David McCain leaned over to me and said, hey, just vote your conscience. Vote how you feel. And so I did. And it may not be the best advice sometimes, but it was good advice at the time. I ended up on the wrong side, the losing side of a few 6-1 votes. I don't know if you guys have followed my career at all. Yeah, and we had this thing with the Urban Renewal District, and we had to vote like 15 times on the same thing, basically the same thing. We just kept changing, the district, and I had to vote no every single time just to prove a point. And sometimes proving a point is not always what it's cracked up to be. The skill that I'm starting to learn and I've learned is to take that 1-6 and to turn it into a 2-5 or a 3-4 or even a 4-3. And if you can do that, then you're making progress. Getting people to believe in what you're saying, speaking articulate. I can't even say that already. Speaking clearly. How appropriate is that? That is pretty funny. I am a diehard believer in our Chamber of Commerce, a diehard believer in independent business. That is where we came from. Our city is a young, 32, 33 years old. Our fire department is 55, 60 years old. Our Rotary Club is 50 years old. Our Chamber of Commerce is 53 years old, all of which have been here much longer than our city. Those are the people who made the city a city. And that's the history that we came from. That's the history that I love. History is great, too. I love that part of the job, except we can't get stuck in that. We've got to learn from what we've done. We've got to prove. Everybody 30 years ago did a great thing, but they wanted us to grow and be something different than they were the day before. And that's what we're doing, is we're growing, we're being different than we were the day before. We're learning. With that, a couple quick thank yous. First off, to staff. I got a chance to go through the staff today and say a bunch of goodbyes, and really appreciate. Oh, I didn't get over to the police department.
No, you didn't.
Sorry.
Maybe they'll get to you.
You guys. I drive the green Ford Escape. The staff is amazing here. It's a difficult job sometimes when you have to set aside some of your personal beliefs to do your job because us crazy people up here tell you that this is what we want. It's tough, and they do a good job. They're very respectful staff, every single one of them, and very much appreciate our staff. Fellow counselors, all of you, the time and energy that you guys put in on a daily basis is wonderful, intelligent, fun. Even the counselors I worked with before, Brandon and David McCain and Mark Collier, you guys were fabulous. It's such a learning experience. Everybody, Madam Mayor, you had a rough go when it first came on. You had a lot going on personally, and I'm glad you stuck around and you did a great job. So thank you. John Rizzo was my volunteer coordinating committee appointment, and thank you, John. I don't know if you're here tonight. Great guy. Citizens of Keizer, everybody that came out and testified, everybody in this room, all of you guys are important. You make our city what it is. And finally, and most important, my family.
Stop it.
I know. I was fine.
Okay.
I was fine. I went to staff. I went to the city hall earlier today just so I wouldn't get choked up. But Noah, I started this when he was 11, and my daughter was 13. I went to her 8th grade class, and I spoke to their class about Walmart and all the things that good and bad and growth and all those great things. Now she's a junior in high school, and he's a freshman, and he's a handsome young man that I'm very proud of. And my wife, without the support of you three, I just thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. With that, I'm going to get out of here. And hey, guys, look what I got.
Thank you, Joe. Okay. Pretty good. You almost made it. Oh, for heaven's sake, make him cry. Okay, next we have City Councilor Jim Taylor, who has been a city councilor.
Articulate. See you. That's all, folks.